I wanted to speak to the resurgence of the girl boss, as well as the regression of progress around diversity. And I wanted to speak to them because they're connected to the same energetic, and I've spoken about it years ago, but now I'm hearing about like the result that I predicted, not because I'm psychic, but because it is based in energetics. And the energetic I'm speaking to is that the state that you become aware of, the state that you use to become aware that something needs to change is not the state that you will be in to create the change. And what I mean by that with these two things is with the anti-girl boss movement, people were realizing like, the girl boss movement is basically just capitalism and patriarchy in a dress. And people were like, I don't fuck with that. That's bad, shameful, lame. And then with diversity, people were like, you're bad, you suck because you're racist and you don't care about these minority groups. That makes you a really bad person. And while I don't believe that these things are wrong things to say or believe, staying in that energy and trying to use that as the motivator to create change is not sustainable. Change becomes sustainable and consistent when you can consistently apply organized pressure, or when you can allow something to be obviously mutually beneficial. So if I connect this to like the civil rights movement, for instance, the civil rights movement, it had consistent organized pressure being applied to America. Not only that, but there also was mutual benefit. America, because of the time and space that we were in, we had an opportunity to present ourselves as more civilized and dignified through the civil rights movement. So there's benefits there. And then also there's that consistent organized pressure. And I think it's important, if you're someone who wants to create change culturally or in your reality, to understand that the reactionary state against something is an alarm. It is not the state that you need to be in to allow something to change for a long period of time or forever. Now, if you have the resources to pour fear and threat into something forever, like a lot of religions do, that can be a sustainable way of creating change. That's not to say that religions, that's all they do to sustain themselves, but it is a part of a lot of religions. But another great way to create sustainable change is mutual benefit, pouring into the end reality, pouring and speaking to the end desire in people. Shame is just not that great of a motivator. That's all.